8:22. This looks like some serious biz here. If your kids, though, are struggling in school, you're having a tough time figuring out why, well, a new video game could help pinpoint exactly what's happening in their brain. We've got Dr. Sanford Silverman here this morning. He's wiring Scott up. We're hoping that Scott's brain doesn't flatline.
Why does it read a big 0 on there?
That's a big fat duh. Anyway, he's going to play this game. He's going to share how his brain works, but you're also going to share how people can use this in general. Good morning, and thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Okay, what is this used for besides figuring out what this guy is all about?
Or not.
Or not all about, exactly.
It's used a lot for ADD, for anxiety, depression, autism, peak performance, for sports. And basically what it's doing is measuring your brain activity and teaching you how to consciously control it.
And what are you seeing so far? And Bob, by the way, has a shot over your shoulder here to give folks at home, if I can just kind of cheat this toward him a little bit. Bob, are you able to you're recording brain waves here?
Yes, exactly. So it's measuring his brain activity at the front of his head here and teaching him how to control these boats here.
And he's controlling these boats with his brain?
Exactly.
Oh, I am?
His focusing, yes.
Wow.
I am?
That's impressive.
I did not know that.
We haven't wrecked yet.
Okay. So this is actually used by NASA at Langley Research Center, teaching astronauts and pilots how to improve their performance. And what you want to do then is when you are focusing, going to get that middle boat to beat the other one. So you're actually controlling that.
Oh,
and as you do that, you can actually see your waves change at the different speeds of frequency. Now your brain learns through what's called neuroplasticity. So as it does that, your brain retains it, just like a muscle. So it's actually learning to get into the tempo or the condition it needs to, whatever as it needs to. So for example, if you need to study, child needs to read, or you're at work, you can actually teach your brain through this kind of method how to get where it needs to be.
So you're able, by looking at the charts over there with these brain waves, you're able to see what his brain waves are saying about his ability to focus?
Yes, we can see him here. I can see when he's focusing, when he's drifting. And then as I teach the person actually how to read their waves, they can control them, and it starts to click, and they're learning just like learning an instrument, riding a bike. Their brain retains it, and it learns to get into that state much more readily.
That is really fantastic and fascinating. So then you're able to diagnose exactly what's going on with the ADHD and maybe give some sort of treatment.
Exactly, right. As an adjunct or supplement to medication, or actually in many cases, you can avoid medication.
You and I have talked about this. I mean, I suffer from severe ADHD and have since long before we ever figured that out. And it helped to explain to my parents what was going on with their youngest child. But what's interesting to me as I read further about this doesn't just treat ADHD. It also, you use it for sports enthusiasts, professional athletes, people going through menopause. How does that work?
Well, what happens is as you regulate your brain activity, you're really training your nervous system to get in balance. So you're normalizing your activity in your nervous system, central nervous system. So if we tend to get overexcited, we can actually teach our bodies and brains to recover from that, not to get overstimulated, or if we're understimulated, as in case of ADD, we can actually raise that arousal level and actually learn where our brains and bodies retain that.
And you say, oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what are you reading from me, or not?
Well, as you focus, let's see if we can make that middle one go. See if you can control that just by maintaining a nice, calm focus.
Bob, are you able to get this shot
now,
here?
As you do that, let's see this.
Like I'm doing anything.
Well, you are, because you see this wave is changing now.
Yeah.
And actually the voltage of it, there you go.
But it wasn't, right? Because you were somewhere else. And physically, he's not moving his body. This is just through his mind.
No, it's reading his brain activity in his frontal lobe, which has to do with our executive functions, such as focus, control of impulsivity, sustained attentional abilities, reacting emotionally appropriately, not overreacting. It's kind of the conductor up there.
Can this treat addiction?
It is used for addictions too, yes.
How fascinating. What does it feel like to you?
It doesn't feel like anything. I mean, I'm just watching that middle boat, thinking to myself, if I was in that boat, I'd be pressing the accelerator a little faster.
It's kind of a slow little guy. All right. Well, Dr. Sanford Silverman, I know that.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Are you speeding that up? Are you helping him cheat?
No, I'm just changing the thresholds a little bit so he can get a quicker feel how to do it.
And giving him a brain
boost. Often takes a couple of minutes to get the use of,
All right, well, this is cool stuff. Thank you very much. We've talked about
welcome.
this in the past. Fun to see how it really works. We'll have more information on our hotline. Hang tight, Arizona. We'll be right back. You look really great. Can you keep those on for the rest of the show?
I have a brain.
Yeah, watch this one second. I'm just going to show you. Watch that number. And just calm focus and watch the number go down. And watch your wave change. See that? That's the voltage of how much theta. See it change here? You're keying your brain in right now. And I teach people to do that. Now, as you do that, and you do this 15, 20 minutes, you will feel.
How you feeling? Was that a little weird?
No, I didn't feel a thing.
Really?
Yeah, I kept thinking, who was it, the Tin Man that wanted a brain, or was it the other one? That's what I was
If I
thinking.
only had a brain. I was kind of thinking that too for you. I was worried for you. I didn't know what was going to come
I know,
up.
because what if it showed this guy's an idiot?
Everybody would know.
Like they don't.